Hi everyone! I'm Hannah Fleetwood and I'm the museum manager for the Yosemite Climbing Association. And today we're going to be reading First Ascent by Kate Messner and illustrated by Stevie Lewis. It might seem as if Royal Robbins and Warren Harding had nothing in common. Royal was thoughtful and quiet. Warren was wild and loud. Royal liked books and classical music. Warren liked parties. But they both loved rocks. Big rocks. Royal got his first taste of rock climbing in elementary school. He didn't have the happiest childhood. He wasn't great at school and he couldn't throw a ball, but he loved scrambling over boulders on the ocean breakwall. When Royal was about 14, he went climbing in the High Sierra. It felt like magic when his hands touched that rock. For the first time in his life, he felt good at something. After that trip, Royal devoured books about climbing. Soon, it was all he could think about. He wanted to climb bigger rocks, and then even bigger ones. By 17, he was spending all his free time with climbers and tackling harder routes than anyone. One day, an older guy named Warren Harding showed up at Taquitte's Rock. Like Royal, Warren hadn't found much in his life that he was good at. And like Royal, everything changed when his hands touched rocks. Warren had already become the first person to complete 2 big climbs at Yosemite National Park. Imagine making it to the top of a difficult climb before anyone else in the whole world. That's called a first ascent, and rock climbers live for it. It wasn't long before Royal and Warren tried to climb together, and then cooked up a plan to climb something bigger. In 1955, Royal and Warren set out with 2 friends to scale the northwest face of Half Dome, a 2,000-foot ascent up a massive granite wall. No one had climbed it before. They packed their gear and started up. A handhold here, a foothold there. They climbed and climbed, but 3 days later, they weren't even a quarter of the way to the top. Running low on food and water, they called off the climb and rappelled down, lowering themselves to the Yosemite Valley floor with a system of ropes. That's when Royal and Warren realized they had one more thing in common. They both hated giving up. So you might think that those 2 climbers would make plans to return and try again. And they did, but not together. If you want to find out what happens in the rest of this story, you can visit yosemite.org and check out First Ascent.